Hello friends and welcome to another video. It is Wednesday, March 1st, and I know that because tomorrow I leave for the Arnold and I'm so excited. So I asked yesterday on Snapchat, if it would be helpful for me to do a video about how I'm like packing and prepping everything for my trip, and I got a resounding please make a video. So I have a really busy day today. I actually have an interview on campus in like an hour, so I need to get dressed for that. And I have class, and I have to get a workout in, and I have to prep a bunch of food and finish packing. So this should be interesting. We'll see if I sleep tonight. But I guess most importantly is I am prepping a bunch of food for this trip. You guys know, if you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, that when I went home to Chicago, over the holidays, I brought a few things. When I went to Mexico, I didn't prep any food because I'm a big believer in just enjoy the experience. Like, you can make food work, you can eat mindfully, and you will be fine. Your body is not a robot where you have to hit your exact macros every single day and weigh all your food out all the time. Like, when I'm with my family and friends and that kind of stuff, I like to just enjoy it. But I guess just as a little update, I checked in with Nick on Monday and I'm still cutting. So after I made my last update video with you guys, I was weighing in really low, or in the mid 114s. And literally right after that, my weight went right back up to the mid 116s where I was like the week before. So I am still cutting, and therefore I do need to be kind of on point with my macros, very on point with my macros. And while I'm in Columbus, I have like a team dinner. I'll be going out to dinner. I'll be at the expo all day. So I want to make sure that when I do have control over my food, I'm on point. I think for me, if I was just cutting to cut, I probably wouldn't track this weekend, but I am like such a goal-oriented person, and you guys know this, that I just don't want to drag out this cut any longer than it needs to be dragged out, because the way I see it is, if I go and I'm not on point with my macros and I'm in a place where I could gain weight easily, and I gain weight and I have to come back, I have to cut for longer. That pushes off my bulk longer, and my bulk would take longer, which means that I would have to start prep later and compete later. So I kind of have that like long-term goal in mind, so I just want to stay as on track as possible. So I am going to prep some food. I'm going to go do this interview first, and then we'll get to that. But I think you guys will see I'm just keeping it super simple. We are staying at an Airbnb, so we have a kitchen, there's a grocery store right there, so most of my food I'm gonna get when I'm there. But I'm gonna prep all my food for tomorrow, and then just like some extra stuff just to have on hand while I'm there. So I'll show you guys all that. I'll show you the stuff that I'm packing as far as like supplements and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'll get to it. So I'm gonna finish my coffee and get dressed, and I'll catch up with you guys when I'm making some food. And I'm back! And the first thing I did was put on comfy clothes and put my hair up in a ponytail, because this is Lexi you are talking to. But I just started prepping some food, and I think for starters, the first thing I want to say is, when you're traveling, if you're on prep or if you just have to track or whatever, the main thing I think is just to keep it as simple as possible. You don't want to be like thinking about volume foods and getting 10 different carb sources and protein sources, because that's just making things like way more confusing than they need to be. And like I said, there's a grocery store like 5 minutes from the Airbnb that we're staying at, so I'm gonna get a lot of my food there. I'm only really worried about my meals for tomorrow. And then I'll just bring like whatever I have left over. But so far, what I have is I just have a carb source, potatoes, a veggie source, asparagus, and a protein source, chicken, and then I also have extra turkey that I'm just gonna prep and bring because I don't want it to go bad. And then for fats, I'm using avocado in one of my meals because it won't go bad, I figured, by like a few hours after I pack it, and then almonds. And I'm bringing other stuff too. I'm bringing some nut butter, which I'll show you guys, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so what I did is these are the potatoes. I just took a bag of red potatoes and chopped them all up. And then over here, I just have a bunch of asparagus that I know will at least get me through tomorrow, that again, I just chopped up. And you guys know I like to measure my food raw. You don't have to. And I have 972 grams of potatoes and 11.35 ounces of asparagus. And you guys know I'm all about that like quick, lazy life. So I'm just going to put the oven on broil, on high, and let that preheat, and we're just gonna, I don't know how long they're gonna cook for. I'll just keep my eye on them. But first I'm going to season them, and I'm just gonna keep the seasoning really simple. So on the asparagus, we're just going to spray them with some coconut oil, and then I'm going to use some garlic powder and some sea salt. If you couldn't tell, I kind of like salt. And then I'm literally going to do the exact same thing on the potatoes. Just garlic powder and salt and cooking spray. And it's really that simple. I mean, you can do this. Asparagus, honestly, is the only veggie that I can stand like prepped ahead of time. I do not like prepped vegetables, but this is like super easy. So if you like to meal prep all your meals for like the week or something ahead of time, this is like a really, really easy way to go. So I'm just going to pop these in the oven. Okay. Potatoes on top. The asparagus will cook a lot faster, so I'll put that down there. And like I said, I'm just gonna keep my eye on them. And as far as chicken, I already have enough prepped for tomorrow. So that's why I'm just using that, because I don't want it to go bad. I have my chicken right here. So when those are all done, I'll show you how to portion them out. But right now it's like, what time is it? 12:30, and I have class at 2. I have to leave to class in like 45 minutes, but I am going to prep. Sorry, I'm like trying to open it. It's just 99, 1 ground turkey. And like I said, I'm probably just gonna bring chicken in both of my meals tomorrow, but I have this, so like I might as well cook it and bring it so that I have it while I'm there. And I'm just gonna do the same thing, weigh it out raw, cook it up, and weigh it out when it's cooked. The asparagus is done, and the potatoes are almost done, so I'll show you guys that, and then I'll show you how I portion everything into my meals. So this is how I weigh it. I just zero it out on the scale. 0 ounces with this turkey right here. And then we're just going to put it in a pan. I have a little bit of water in there. And we're just gonna cook it. And then you set this back on the scale. And it's 15.8 ounces for that turkey. So I just weighed out the turkey cooked, and it's 12.4 ounces. So all I do is take the calculator on my phone and divide the cooked weight by the raw weight. So 12.4 divided by 15.8, 0.78-ish. I'm literally just gonna take all this turkey and put it in a plastic bag and write 0.78 equals 1 ounce. So if I want 3 ounces of turkey, I multiply 3 times 0.78, and that's how many ounces I would weigh out. Some of you guys might say these are burned, but that is just how I like them. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the potatoes, weigh them cooked, and then I'll show you guys how I'm like portioning out and planning my meals. So I said it before, but I'm keeping things super simple. I'm gonna show you guys how I planned out everything on my FitnessPal, but basically for breakfast, I'm bringing waffles because they're easy to carry on the plane, and a packet of oat fit. A really easy option too is just to bring instant oats and like protein powder in one of those peanut butter packets, but I was stupid and didn't get those, so I needed some fat, which is why I'm having the pancakes, because it has like a whole egg. And then the pancake mix has some fat in it too. And then meal 2 and 3 are going to be literally the same thing. Just keep it easy. Asparagus, chicken, avocado, potatoes. I don't know if you can see that. And then I'm having a Fit Crunch bar as a snack because it's just easy, really easy to carry. You guys know I don't usually do protein bars. And then the same thing for dinner, but no avocado. I'm having almonds. And then we're having cream of rice for like my last meal with protein powder and nut butter, whatever. My last 2 meals, so like my dinner and cream of rice, I'll be at the house that we're staying at, so that's why I could have like egg whites and stuff because we're gonna have time to go to the store. But what I'm gonna do is just portion out my lunch and dinner. So this is what we have: the potatoes, asparagus, and chicken. Let's do a taste test. Macros don't count if you're just sampling something you just cooked. I don't know why, they're so good every time. Health. And I'm just gonna measure the 3.75 ounces of chicken, 3 ounces of asparagus, and 170 grams of potatoes into this container. And there we have it. So that's that, and now I really have to run to class, but when I get back, I'll show you guys how I'm going to pack everything, and then I'll show you some of the stuff I'm like putting in my carry-on, like some of the other odds and ends that I'm... And I'm back again. This vlog has been so all over the place because I've had like literally 1,000,001 things to do today, but I just got back from class. It's like 4:30 right now, so I need to make food and head to the gym. But I did just get a package from Unico with all the goods. I got more vanilla milkshake protein, which honestly might be beating the cinnamon roll right now. Literally anything you put it in, like baking wise, tastes like vanilla cake. And like smoothie bowls and all that stuff, it tastes like a vanilla milkshake. And it's perfect timing because I literally just ran out of my other tub. And then I also got more BCAAs, and this is the, what flavor? What flavor are you? Blue Frost. So I haven't tried these before. I'm really excited. And then I got more, looks like they sent me the watermelon, which this one, and I think it's like strawberry lemonade or berry lemonade or something. Those are my 2 favorites. They're a tie. And then I also got a bunch of samples, which these will be perfect to bring with me and like share with people so people can try things. But I thought I would show you some of the stuff that I'm bringing that I'm not putting in my fitmark bag. So when you travel, obviously you have to like keep things small, so there's a lot of like condiments and stuff that you can't bring on the plane. And I'm bringing cashews and almonds for fats. Usually Airbnbs have like some sort of oil or olive oil, which is another good source of fat, but not so expensive, so I didn't want to have to like pick them up at the store. And then I'm bringing cream of rice and instant oat packets, just because it's an easy source of carbs, and I have a bunch, so I'm not gonna spend money and buy more. I did bring just a whole, whatever I had left of that vanilla milkshake protein, because I like to just put it in a big bag because I don't always use like a whole serving or a half serving. I just kind of like go by grams, so this way I can measure it out. And then the holy grail of condiments, I have my reduced sugar ketchup, my Trader Joe's almond butter, and my green dragon sauce. So all that stuff is gonna go in my suitcase, which I'm bringing a fucking massive suitcase because does anyone else do this where like you don't know what to pack / you're rush packing, so you just literally throw your whole fucking closet in there? That's what I'm gonna do tonight. But yeah, so that's that stuff. And then I will bring those sample packets too, just to like share with people. And I will probably pack the pre-workout because I will need it if we're working out after the expo. Now I'm gonna show you guys how I pack my fitmark bag. So that's what it looks like right now. I have my turkey and I just write the weight on the bag. Lots of potatoes. I have avocado to put on my meal tomorrow on the plane. Some extra asparagus and my chicken that I had plugged in for dinner. And then this is the meal that I will be eating while I'm traveling. And then in here I have the Fit Crunch bar I'll be having, the oats I'll be having for breakfast, and then just a couple other random bars in case I want them. And then in this pocket I just have a bunch of extra protein powder. And then I will just have one more small Tupperware with the waffles that I'm making, but I'm just gonna make them in the morning because I like my waffles fresh. So yeah, it's really not that difficult. I guess the main tip that I'd have for anyone traveling, whether you're prepping or you just need to track your food, is just keep it basic. Like if I wasn't staying somewhere where I could go to a grocery store, I'd literally probably just pack more of the same stuff. I might get like Uncle Ben's instant rice or something, but just pick a carb source, a protein source, a couple fat sources if you want to switch things up, like different oils and nuts are like the easiest. Those peanut butter packets are also really good. I was stupid and didn't get those. I'm not a big protein bar person, but again, they're easy. I'm not gonna like bring my rice cakes and peanut butter and take up a ton of space or something doing that. But yeah, I hope you guys found this vlog helpful. I just wanna reiterate that you don't need to be prepping your food like this just to travel if you don't need to. Like I've traveled a million times and not prepped a single thing and just ate mindfully and everything turned out fine. But this is what I have to do to like meet my goals right now. I am totally gonna enjoy the weekend. I have like a team dinner and I'm sure we'll be doing fun stuff as like a house, all the people that are staying there. So I'm not gonna be like macro Nazi. I'm not on prep, but this is what I need to do to meet my goals right now. It's what my coach wants me to do. So that's why I am doing this. But yeah, I hope you guys found this helpful. Got some ideas. I mean, it's really not exciting, but I am so excited for the weekend. As always, comment, share, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.